Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Sandesh Rai, and I'm here as an IELTS speaker. Oh my God. Okay, let's begin again. Ah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Sandesh Rai, and I'm here as an IELTS speaking examiner. What's your full name?
My full name is Samira Poudel, and you can call me as Samira.
All right, Samira. Would you show me your identification, please?
Here it is. Have a look.
Ah, all right, thank you so much. Samira, what would you like to do in your free time?
I like to do gardening and as well as reading. Apart from this, I would like to traveling new places and to explore their beauty.
All right. Today I'll ask you questions about future in part one. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. What job would you like to have 10 years from now? Why?
English one. I would like to become a teacher because it is most respectful job as far I'm concerned. Teachers do a lots of responsible tasks to make the future pillar strong. That's why I like to become a teacher.
Hmm. How useful will English be for your future? Why or why not?
I think English is the international language, so knowing it is important to compete in this competitive world. Without English, you cannot communicate with other citizens in different country. To communicate or for other academic purpose, English is the most important language.
Hmm. And how much traveling do you hope to do in the future? Why?
I am a person who does not like to live inside the room. I would like to explore the hidden beauty of each and every part of the country, or is- if I get a chance, I would like to explore the world also in future.
Hmm. All right. Uh, how do you think your life will change in the future? Why?
Life is life is happen on all, there are different type of uncertainties and opportunity are seen in our life, so we are predicting in our own way, but life is happening this way, so we have to accept the reality of life and move on and increase your power to handle all the situation.
Mhm. All right. We have completed part one. Now let's move to part two.
Sure.
In part two, questions are like voice. Describe a book that you enjoyed reading because you had to think a lot. You should say what this book was, why you decided to read it, what reading this book made you think about, and explain why you enjoyed reading this book. Your preparation time begins now. Alright, Samira, your 1 minute preparation time is over. Please start speaking.
Well, I would like to talk about the book which I was enjoyed during study. The book was Atomic Habit, which was written by James Clear. I know about this book by my friend. She already read this book and she suggested me to study this book because this is a non-fictional book and this book provide a message in a direct way. So I love this book. Because of that reason, I started reading this book. This book provide knowledge about how small and consistent effort bring a huge change in your life. After reading this book, I reflect some of my habit and I know the strategy how to improve them, and I know the role of small habit in future. So this book provides lots of life lesson and how to handle our habit, how to create a habit, and how to become a good and better person by changing your small habit. If you, for instance, if you are starting reading a single page of book, in 1 month you are completed 30 page, and in 1 year you completed a several books, and this in this way you can widen your knowledge, and you know the various sector as well. And in this digital and competitive era, only informate only person gets success if they have the loss of information. Due to this reason, I recommend everyone to study this book and change your habit and improve within yourself.
All right, thank you so much. Our time is over. It's like you have spoken for more than 2 minutes. Now I'm going to stop you. Now let's begin part three. And in part three, questions are related to children and reading. First question is, what are the most popular types of children's books in your country?
In my country, unfortunately, our country's children are involved in other video games and other things rather than reading a book. And there is no proper material for children to study and enjoy. So it is necessary to make rules and regulation from government level to increase the preference, increase the number of book related to child development and growth, and make the curriculum based on their interest.
Hmm,
In this way, we can achieve
all right.
better.
Okay. What are the benefits of parents reading books to their children?
You ask the question again.
Okay. What are the benefits of parents reading books to their children?
There are several benefits to reading books by their parents to the children. If the parent read the book for their children, the children also copying their habit and started to take a book and start reading. If the parents is scrolling the mobile and the children is also doing the same thing what their parents does, so in this way, parents should pay proper attention and provide a good environment in home. Starting, I think home is the first school for the children, so parents should provide better educational environment in home.
Mm, all right. Should parents always let children choose the books they read or not?
This is not actually happening in all cases. Parents will provide the freedom to their children to read book. Children, they are able to choose the book by themselves. Parent only guide them to showing the proper path, not by disturbing their interest. If the child have interest of game, then parents give the book of music. This is not relevant to them. That's why giving freedom to the children is more important rather than restricting them.
All right. How popular are electronic books are in your country?
I think technology of Nepal is back from is much lesser than other countries, so that technological book is not. um, we cannot see the technological book in a huge amount. There is a little bit book, and that is out of reach for some children. They cannot afford because of high cost, so that there is little
Hmm?
technological book are only available.
All right. What are the advantages of parents reading electronic books compared to printed books?
The benefit of electronic book are huge rather than printed book, because it manage the cost, also reduce the cost also. Electronic books are also convenient, and they can read even when they are traveling also. It is difficult to carry a printed book while traveling or doing anything. So I think electronic book is most important then.
Mhm. All right. Last question for today. That is, will electronic books ever completely replace printed books in the future? What do you think?
Yeah, obviously the technology is rapidly developing, so this is replaced by technological book. We can rarely see this book in future, printed book in future. So in future we will see the huge amount of books.
All right. Thank you so much, Samira. We have completed today's speaking session.
Thank you, sure.
All right. Now, I'll provide you some feedback from part one. In part one, you had spoken really well. You had given complete answers in part one, and even you had used high-level linkers and pronunciation and fluency was very fine. In part two, today, you have spoken complete 2 minutes, and uh, you had used some linkers also. You had used some linkers like because of, and it's like you can use some other linkers as well. And in part two, so you had given answers of all questions. At the same time, just like you can give answers, why did you enjoy reading that book? Okay. So you can give answers of that questions also in part two. Overall, part two was also fine. And in part three, you had given complete answer. At the same time, you have to give example also, so that it would be easier for the people to understand. So don't forget to give example. You can give one or two examples at a time. And it's like I told you, from the initial phase, you have to focus on pronunciation like huge, not hug, H-U-G-E. Pronunciation is jaw, huge.
Yes.
Yeah. And you told hug. And I told not to repeat, but you had repeated it for 3 times, the word.
Yeah.
All right. And it's like some grammar portion, like you had told child have, but child is singular. You have to use child has. Yeah, you know that. And next one, after two, you use became. Don't use became after two. Use Bob one
Become.
to become like that. And
Become.
your poetry part in part three, you did comparison really well. So you compare between it's like ebook and printed book. You had done comparison. That is your positive part. And in part three, again, we'll discuss tomorrow also. So how to give better answer. In part one and part two, you have given really nice answer. And as a whole, I'll provide you 6 today. Thank you so much.
Okay, sure. Thank